Ducked off low-key, yeah, you know me. Kickin' with Tyree, hit it 3 like Kyrie.
Legend right here.
Milwaukee legend. Oh man, I don't hear that often.
I'm from Milwaukee, so
Okay.
Marquette fan over here. So, as a father who has publicly supported their child, like, what does this film mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot, and I was just talking about the biggest thing when you go through something, especially publicly. You really feel alone. I felt alone for a very long time as a dad. And so when I got the opportunity to be a part of this film, I realized that I wasn't. I realized it was a community of dads that had similar emotions that I had, similar thoughts, even though we're from different cultures, different backgrounds, and we have different experiences, but we share, some things in common. And so it's just important for me to, have the production company that I have. What am I doing with it? Why am I in this space? And when Lucina approached us to be a part of this film, this is a no-brainer. There's no other project I would be a part of would probably be more important than this project and this film. And so it was important for me to, be a part of uplifting and highlighting in the ways that I can. And so that's all I try to do throughout this journey with Zaya and myself, whether it's starting translatable, whether it's going on different shows, talking about it, whether it's, it's just being a shoulder to lean on, in a sense. And so, we all just have something in common. And I just, sometimes you're looking for a community, and I found some community.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So people watching this film, like, what do you hope it teaches them about unconditional love?
Yeah, man. I think you want people to touch into their, humanity a little bit more. And, I think the one thing we can all agree on is that we all are different. We all are, I always talk about the uniqueness of the world, and what makes this world so unique is the fact that we all are different. We all come from different cultures. We like different things, from the music to the food taste, from our food profile. Like, we like different things, and that makes it unique, that we're not all the same, and so, you want people to realize that, and, stop trying to make, my mama has this saying, she said, an apple is an apple, an orange is orange. Stop trying to make an apple an orange, stop trying to make an orange an apple. Let people be free. None of us have the answers to this. We all have questions. We all every day are trying to strive to be something or be someone, and it's hard. But at the end of the day, it's even harder when someone's trying to delete you and take you out. And we know a lot about that in African American Black culture. And so, even knowing that, understanding the community I come from, and then being a part of this community as well, I'm a part of two communities they trying to delete the history like they never existed. And so, just being here with everyone else, 10 toes down, and loving our kids.
My last question for you is, for dads out there struggling to, accept their kids' identity, what message do you want to leave with them?
Yeah, we all have our own journey, man. We all have our own time to get somewhere. I hope they reach their destination, and the destination ultimately has to be to just love your kids. And I always talk about, a father who in the hospital, or when that child first came home, you looked at that kid and all the thoughts you had and all the dreams you had and everything you said about, what you was going to provide and what you was going to do and how you was going to protect and how you was going to love. And that doesn't change. It doesn't change for me. It doesn't change for these dads. Because, we still see, the world sees something in someone totally different. We still see our child, and so I just ask those dads to remember that moment, to remember the moment you either planned your child or you heard the news that you were having a kid and how you felt. Lead with that, more so than lead with the judgment that you feel because of, what the world has presented to you.
That's all I have for you. Appreciate you.
Fellow Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Ducked off low-key, yeah, you know me. Kickin' with Tyree, hit it 3 like Kyrie.